Hello everyone, my name is Srijani Bhaduri. I am a 14-year-old girl who's on a mission to make information about adopting a sibling more accessible to spouses or prospective adoptive siblings. And this is Megha, my first interviewee. So Megha, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, Srijani. Firstly, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and calling me on this mission of yours. I am deeply grateful for, being a part of this in whatever small way. Hi, everyone. I am Megha. Um I've just completed my master's in clinical psychology recently, and I do plan to pursue clinical psychology as my profession, and I would like to become a clinical psychologist as well in the future. And I'm also a sister to an 18-year-old brother. So, yes, who was adopted.
Wow, that's brilliant. Also, clinical psychology is super cool. So, to start things off, from your perspective as an observer, what was the most unexpected emotion that you experienced during the actual process of your brother's adoption, leading up to them joining the family?
Right. So, firstly, to just set some context, I was very young at the time of my brother's adoption. So, he's right now 18 years old. So, we in fact adopted him when he was about 5.5 months old. And I was about 5.5 years old. So, we have about a 5 year gap between each other. So, this was almost about 18 years ago. So, there's not much that I do remember, however. But of whatever vague memories I do have, there wasn't any, like, since you used the word unexpected, there wasn't any unexpected emotion as such that we did feel uh, before the for the preparation of the adoption, because we were very certain from the beginning that this is what we wanted to do, and we were very clear and confident in our choice. However, the time period between us getting the referral from the adoption center versus us having to travel and get him was just like a span of 3 days. So that was a bit like hurry, so we didn't have too much time to prepare ourselves when it was actually about to happen. But I do remember that there was just a lot of excitement, I think, from my side, and of course my parents as well. And as far as I do remember, I always wanted a baby sibling. So I think, and back, I was only 5.5. So I think there's just a lot of joy and excitement and eagerness to want to bring the sibling home. So yeah.
Yeah, wow. The way you said that was so upbeat. It's really inspiring for all of us. So, So, since you were that young when the entire adoption thing was being finalized, is there any one memory that like stands out to you when you think back?
So I think the memory that always stands out the most for me is I think the first time we laid our eyes on him and he was like a little baby, and just holding him in our arms, I think it just felt very at home. And in the most cliched way, it was actually sort of like love at first sight for all three of us, my mother, father, and I, because we hadn't ever seen a cuter baby than that. So it was very emotional and very special. And it's one of those precious core memories that I always will, lean back on and smile about. So that is a memory that has really stood out for me the first time we laid our eyes on him. So yeah.
Yeah, like, the first time I saw my brother, he's like 6. So the first time I saw him was like when he was going to school and he was like barefoot and everything, and he had this bag on, and he was like falling back because of the weight of his bag. And because when he fell back, he saw us, and then they introduced us to him. And his expression was the thing that stands out to me. But the way you said the love at first sight, that's so true. Like, it just feels like it's destiny that time. So, for the next question, so do you think that, like, have you ever faced this stigma around this adopted sibling thing? Like, how did some people react differently than others when you told them that your sibling was adopted? Is there any experience like that for you?
To be honest, I think I would have to give credit to most of my support system and my circles. They've always, in fact, been very open and accepting to the whole idea of my brother having been adopted, and I think that comes from a major chunk of the way we were brought up as well, like along with the aspect of my brother having been adopted. I think my parents, the way they were so open and so accepting, and it was always a choice that was meant to be, and there was no second thought about it. So I think in terms of the positive disclosure and acceptance also of him, of his story of adoption, also was something that would always be integrated in our family dinner table conversations, or just in general. It was a way of, a way of living in terms of the way we would converse. So there was never any stigma that we as such have ever created or ever projected as well towards other people. So I think that's what made it much healthier in terms of acceptance from their side as well. And to be honest, I've never faced I'm grateful for that, and I think I was fortunate enough to never face any sort of side eyes or anything of that sort from, let it be my closest of friends or even family for that matter. Most of them were quite accepting of it. So yeah.
That's great to hear. I think like the entire process for you is like an inspiration for all prospective adoptive siblings and adoptive siblings. And this is off context, but what's your and your brother's favorite food?
That's a good question. I think both of us really enjoy eating paneer in the Indian cuisine. Yeah, and we also do like Mexican cuisine, and yeah.
Mm, wow, that's amazing to hear. I think like for most adopt passes and asses, like there's this one food that makes them fight over each other. There's this one food that like brings us together. Like for me and my brother, that's brinjal curry. So like in my interview as well, which I gave, it's like the first thing we started arguing over was brinjal. The first meal we shared was brinjal. And it's like a huge thing. So I think food also has a huge role in bringing us together. And if there is one piece of advice that you would like to share to another pass who is going to become an ass in a couple of years or months, what advice would you give them to like prepare themselves or to just tone down the excitement?
Right, yeah. Firstly, I have to say I love the little acronyms that you've given in terms of pass and us. It's very creative and it's very needed as well. So, yeah, to coming to your question that you did ask about what piece of advice, right? Is that what you said? Yeah. So I think firstly, see, I was very young back then, but I'm going to answer it through the perspective that I have now after several years of whatever insight I've gained and through my mother's work and all of that as well. Um, Firstly, I think it's to normalize it as much as possible, to not make it a big thing and not make it or refer to it as something that's different. At the end of the day, he or she is your sibling. Maybe the means of bringing them home might be different, but that doesn't make them any less of your sibling. So I think to just be very open and be very normal about the fact that they're your sibling and not make it seem any different. I think that's maybe my small piece of insight that I would have to give to maybe prospective adoptive siblings, to just really naturalize and normalize the entire process. Of course, there may be bundles of nervousness, and a lot of mixed emotions, excitement, and all of that. And I think that's something that you should be accepting of and acknowledge as well, but to never make it feel any different than maybe you bringing home a biological sibling. So, yeah.
Wow, that's really something I think all passes need to hear before the adoption process. And so this entire thing has been like a journey. So is there any like funny story or any hilarious experience you would like to share to us just before we end this interview?
Sure. There's only one that's coming to my mind right now. Uh, I'm sure there are many more, but This was in the initial few weeks of actually bringing home my brother. And as soon as we brought him home, he had become like the center of attention at home and all of that. So I do remember a lot of my friends would start, giving him more attention than me, because he was, of course, this little cheer up baby in their arms and in their hands. So sometimes I would feel a bit, like jealous that, oh, now he's sort of taking all the attention and then I am not really getting as much of it. Because I was, yeah, hard.
Yeah,
A lot of my best friends and friends who would like come home to, play with me, they started, getting drawn to, only being around him and with him. So yeah, I remember there were certain reactions that I would sometimes give because it was still new for me. And yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think that happens to like most of us, like when the kid comes and then suddenly all eyes are on them, and then you're
Yes,
like, like,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was great talking to you. I think you have normalized the entire process, and I'm so honored to take this interview because you made the entire process seem very natural and extremely, because it is a natural process which we need to normalize, especially with the sometimes the backlash that we face. And thank you so much for contributing, and let's get in touch soon.
definitely, Srijani. Thank you so much again for giving me this opportunity. Very grateful. And I'm also very honored to have, contributed in whatever little way I could to help just normalize this entire process and the concept of adoption. Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. And keep doing the good work that you're doing. It's very
Thank
inspiring and
you.
admirable.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.